Now you might say, Jesse, this is not your town. It is not my solo town, but it is a perfect town to demonstrate the next lesson. They've got a wonderful smithy here, they've got their mine, they've got their blast furnace set up, but their area is plagued by snakes. They also have their oil pump jack, not in the snow biome as I do, but in the desert biome, which means we need to go and kill some snakes. So for killing snakes, you need a long straight shaft and a knife. This needs to be a bronze or a steel knife. A flint knife will not do. There's also a big chance I'm going to die because, well, there's just a chance of that. So basically you club the snake first, then you draw your knife and you slash it. And then when you slash it again, you get snake skin. Now this is also a very good thing to have because that is how you make boots. Now, I think that Erie made some snake boots in my town. I don't think it was me. I can't recall showing you guys. So, but this is such an important lesson because you too might have some snakes in your area and not know how to deal with them in a safe way. Now, there is another way you can deal with them, and that is if you have a wagon, you can ride over them and your wagon will survive. I say wagon, that is not a horse cart. That is not this type of horse. This type of horse cannot ride over the snake or it will die. And, well, we don't want that to happen, obviously. So, but if you have a wagon, you can ride over the snakes and that would kill them instantly. However, you will not be able to get any boots from them then. So, it's not perfect if you kill them with a wagon. And I prefer this way. And as you see, I've already killed the 4 snakes now. It's not even 2 minutes in the video. I killed so many snakes already. These were the only snakes in this biome, I think. I'm just double checking it because if it's at the top of the biome, it can still come down. But it looks like we made the area snake proof, so that's good. And then also these fruits, I'm picking them because we can put them on the boots that we're going to make. Now, we're quickly going to head into the town here and we're going to make proper boots with these snakes. And to do so, we will need some string. Now, they've got a lovely cotton farm. Also, that child is too big. And that person is old. The child will die. The mom is old. They're no longer feeding the baby. They're no longer feeding the baby. She knows. Okay, well, I'm just stating the obvious then, but yeah. Okay, so we have a needle here. And we can make ourselves some nice boots. Also, this shaft is no longer needed. So, we got everything here for making snake boots. There we go. Look at how fast this is going, guys. We're only 3 minutes in. Snake boots are done. But they need to become fruit boots. So we need to go back to the desert and put some fruits on top of them. And then we'll have that done as well. Now you might say, Jesse, why is this in the Solo Eve series? You're in a public town. It's because it's a skill that's needed in your solo town as well. You need to know how to kill snakes. And I was not in a proper area to really show you guys that much. I think I have 1 or 2 snakes nearby, but they're not really in the way. So that's why I don't think I did a video on it. And if you're like, Jesse, you did a video on it, like, I remember, then, yeah, please tell me. I cannot remember. I was like, oh, I'm convinced I didn't have a video on these boots. So, now look at them. Look how awesome they are. They are some of the best boots there are. Not a good idea to check them in the area here, but they are improving your warmth, these boots. They're very good. So, we do like them. And there's Eve. Eve, a gift. One, I made the wheelbarrow for her and boots. So yeah, I made a wheelbarrow for them and I'm making them some nice snake boots. They are also food. It's not really true. Well, yeah, they are also food, but like, you know, they're also boots. I haven't seen these in over a year. Well, that's one way to date myself. Yeah, most people don't make these. People just go for the leather boots most of the time. They're Leather boots used to be less attractive to make because you didn't get as much leather in the past, but leather was buffed, so we get more leather now from one dead cow. So towns usually have so much leather that everyone's wearing leather. Look, that person's almost completely wearing leather there. I mean, I just did as well. Don't worry, at least I remember when they were common. Nice. Nice. So yeah, Eve Ghoston or Eve Ghost. I think her name is actually Eve Shadow, and apparently not a new player. Not a new player, and the town shows that as well. It's a very lovely town. Anyway, guys, that was it for this very short video on how to kill snakes and how to deal with them. Now, one more thing I want to say: there are snakes that can appear in light green biomes as well. They look different, but you can kill them exactly the same way. I don't think there are any snake plants nearby, but they are called snake plants. They're a fully green plant. If you touch them, a snake can come out. And I do think I showed that bit in our video series, in the How to Solo Eve series. But if you only click it once, it shows its head. If you click it twice, it comes out of the area where it is. But I don't see any in this area here. But just know, if you see it in a light green biome, that's possible. But you shouldn't be seeing them in other biomes than the desert and the light green biome. And they look a little different if they are coming from the other biome. So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you soon. Take care, and until next time, bye-bye.